fucking know. Anyway, the golden rule of EBG selling is always demand quid pro quo.
So
now,
it's not
all that
collusion.
Means, hey?
So it's not collusion.
Not collusion, no. Quid pro fucking quo. And all it means is, really, in real terms, is make progress. Meaning you get something in return for what you give. Because look at it this way. We are all in commerce. We are all in about the exchange of value. You know, unless you're one of these twonks on LinkedIn who likes to give value because you're too chicken shit and lily-livered and yellow-bellied to fucking sell it. We are in the business of exchanging value. We give whatever we do, and we usually get money back in return. That's why we have money. It's a common medium of exchange. Mm-hmm. Now, whenever we get into a sales process, we're actually if we're answering questions about our clients' problems or potential clients' problems, we're giving them value. That is worth value to them. You know, that is because what we're doing is we're helping them narrow down their focus of options to solve it. How is that not valuable? Well, in which case, if we're in commerce and we mean it, we should get something in return. Now, it might be money. So you might say to someone, well, I'm not having this meeting on site with you or designing your kitchen unless you pay me. Fine. But it doesn't have to be money. It can be something else. It can be a promise. So it can be something like, well, if we have this telephone call, Mike, I mean, you wouldn't say it in these words, but you know, this is what you're actually saying. This is what you mean. You know, my value is going to be my time on the phone with you. The value I want you to bring to the table is the decision maker on the phone, so we can then take it to the next step. And you can actually bake that in. You can say, well, okay, we're going to have this call, but to do that, I need this person on the phone, the person who makes the final decision. And at the end of the call, if I answered your questions, I want an agreement. Yes, you will agree to go to the next step, or you will tell me no. Yeah, there'll be no thinking about it. Is that okay? Yeah. If they won't agree to it, you don't do it.
Yeah, either's fine.
Either's fine, yeah, but you have to answer. And now we've talked about this before until we fucking blew in the face. And when we're selling, you know, we used to do sales calls. I would say to people at the beginning, I would say to people at the beginning of the call, at the end of the call, if I invite you to join our group, I want a yes or a no. Is that okay? Yes, John, that's okay. Fine, you know, either's fine, no pressure, but I want a yes or a no. And sometimes I get a yes, well, sometimes I get a no. I get more no's than yeses, that's fine. But thinking about it was not an option. And if you said, oh, I still need to think about it, after you've just told me you'll give me a yes or a no and I've answered all your questions, then it's a no from me because you've lied to me. And I don't, you know, Marcus Aurelius, if it ain't true, don't say it. Yeah. And you've said it and it wasn't true, you're a liar. That's it, we're done. Don't deal with liars. So always demand quid pro quo. So, you know, always be thinking, well, if I do this, if I answer this email, if I get on this Zoom call, if I go to this meeting, if I prepare this quote, if I write this, I mean, no one should be fucking doing proposals anyway. They should be called action plans because a proposal just sits there proposing, whereas an action plan actually plans some action. You know, simple copywriting trick 101, invoices in the fucking post. So always be thinking, well, what am I getting in return? And if you're not getting something in return, that means, okay, it's not mercenary, it's not greedy, because it means you are not pushing the sale forward, which then means it is a waste of time. What is the point in having a sales conversation with someone who is not empowered to make a decision about whether or not you buy this thing? You can convince fucking Joe Bloggs on the shop floor what a great lathe this is, but if the fucking manager won't buy the cunt and install it, you wasted your time.